Last day of August video tour. Sunflowers are now towering up to 2 feet above the fence. The biggest of them. Some of the smaller ones are foot and a half below the fence line. There's still lots of growing time. Oh, there's one there, right by that tree that's fence height. Cool. Squash. Beautiful squash. Aren't they beautiful? They're just so beautiful. And they're gonna be so delicious. So delicious. This whole row of beans, these are all, we're just keeping them all for seed beans, the whole row, greens and yellows. That way we don't have to worry about having beans set aside. Oh, and I see the red scarlet runners are starting to put some nice beans on now too. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna have to pick some of these actually. Pick beans today, but I never even thought about these. Now I gotta come back and do it. More beautiful squash. They're all over. Not as many as I'd like, but as many as we got. There's a nice big beautiful one there too. Now let's go over and look at the pumpkins, Alan. These are the ones that are so neat, these things here. Alright, let's go take a look at that flower on the fence. It's getting kind of windy. There's a flower. There's a female growing there, but who knows, it's not going to do anything. Pumpkins are just like thick as thieves in Ottawa. Let's go have a look at the cucumbers. There's one. There's more in here. But the plants are beautiful and healthy right now. Let's take a look at our biggest watermelon. There's a little one. Our biggest isn't that big. Silly leaves. There we go. Not bad. It's a watermelon. The beans, which are growing everywhere, in the last 3 days, we've harvested 9.5 pounds. And I see I forgot a few here. I gotta pick some of the other beans, so I'll just grab these ones at the same time. And then this whole row along here is our newest ones. It's like 60-foot row. And they have yet to produce. They're the latest. They were only planted July 30th. So they'll be coming along soon. And then here at the teepee, not Treepee, the teepee, we have more cucumbers. It's starting to take off now too. That's a nice sized one already. Didn't grow many beets, a couple areas. They're ready to harvest. Our carrots, for some reason, did pretty well this year. So we could have grown more, but we can buy them for cheap. Let's go look at some of the flowers here that are late, because everything was late planted. And then one of our big surprises is trumpet flower. And there's the first trumpet blossom. Now, those are poisonous, so we're not going to eat it. And we've got 4 o'clocks blooming out here. Asters that are getting pretty close. But this would be our first brown-eyed Susan. We've got tons and tons and tons of them, but this would be the first one to bloom. So what else should we look at, Alan? Oh, let's go look at the pappers. Look what I did. I just found another blossom. Stupid camera. Pain in the neck. Anyways, I just did another squash blossom. Alright, let's go look at some more flowers over here. Poppies make me very happy. Lots of 4 o'clocks, lots of poppies. Let's look at these peppers here now. Look at that, it's turning red. So awesome. Let's go over here. This is a new one for us. It's a hot Portugal. Look at that baby. It looks so good. Not a lot of peppers. And we got a couple bell peppers that are just starting to get a bit of color. And then behind these peppers, got a squash growing on the fence here. This little squash plant has 3 squash growing on it, so that's pretty good. I'm seeing a few more bell peppers now. We're not good at growing a lot of stuff, so I'm happy if anything grows. So these are, I think, called delicata squash. I think we've got about 8 or 9 on here. Something around there, maybe 10. Cabbage aren't going to really do anything. We've never done well at growing cabbage. A few late potatoes, but they're doing better than the other ones. This whacked out group of flowers plants here, this is cilantro. That's done really well. Cherry tomatoes, looking like little Christmas ornaments here. And some bigger tomatoes. We're happy with it. If everything clustered up like this one here, they'd be great. Alright. It's probably nearing the end of the tour. See a bumblebee in here. Taking care of some more bee blossoms. Good for Mr. Bumblebee. That's awesome. Call that the August 31st, 2024 garden tour update. The Outback. Bye.